I the a-hole for telling my wife she either starts working or her adult kids pay rent? I've been married to my wife for 5 years. She has 2 kids from her previous marriage, Jason 22M and Carla 19F. When we married, my wife still had 50/50 custody of her kids and she wanted to move into my house. I converted the attic into a bedroom so both of her kids and us could have our own rooms. Their father is present in their life, so I was pretty much designated the guy that married their mom, and I'm fine with that. I sorely underestimated how much having 2 teenagers in the house would increase bills. When I was single, I could do my mortgage and bills fine on my own. Post-marriage, everything but the mortgage has gone up, not including spending money for the kids and their extracurriculars. My wife got child support from her ex and some extra help with their expenses, which helped a bit while she had it, but I still had to dip into my savings a lot. It was really important to my wife to be a stay-at-home mom until they graduated. It was tight, but we made it work. Jason moved out after graduating high school to attend college out of state, and when Carla graduated last year, we agreed she could have 1 year to figure if she'd be moving out or applying to nearby schools. Currently she's not working or in school. Few days ago, I go into the kitchen and my wife's on the phone with Jason and she told him that he was more than welcome to move back in and she was excited to see him when he got here. After she hung up, I told her that she should have run that by me first so we could discuss it. I wasn't opposed to it but told her he should know what he'd be expected to contribute if he's moving in. She responded that she had always told her kids that they would always be welcomed home whenever they wanted and not have to worry about expenses. I told my wife that was really nice of her, but she made that arrangement with her ex-husband when they were married. She didn't make that arrangement with me. If Jason moved back in, he'd have to pay rent to pitch in with groceries and utilities he'd be using, and it probably should be the same for Carla, so it's not one sibling paying while the other isn't. She said they're her kids and shouldn't have to pay to live at home, so I told her if she felt that strongly about her kids not pitching in now that they're adults, she could go back to work. She's been sleeping in Jason's old room since we're still debating it, and her parents have chimed in with their 2 cents that I shouldn't be making kids pay to live at home. My whole thing is they're not kids anymore. When they're 40 they'll still be her kids, but that doesn't mean treating them like minors. Especially if it means someone else footing all the bills. Am I the a-hole? The top comment is, not the a-hole. It's very simple. It's not longer viable for you to be the sole breadwinner. Either because the expenses are too high or you simply want to set aside money so you don't have to be constantly worried. There are actually several solutions, which can be combined. The grown children move into their dad's place. Their dad contributes money for his children. Wife gets a job. Children get a job. Grandparents pay for their grandchildren. Do not back down. Your health and financial health matter too. Maybe you deserve to be the stay-at-home person for a day or 2 per week. Your wife didn't need to be a stay-at-home mom to her kids. She wanted to. Now she is just a stay-at-home wife. Fine if you can afford it, not cool when you can't. Plenty of women and men take care of their kids, raise them well and work. The second comment is, not the a-hole. They absolutely should contribute. The biggest issue here is your wife not having a job, though. How was she supporting herself before? The third comment is, it was really important to my wife to be a stay-at-home mom until they graduated. Not the a-hole. Your wife clearly does not want to, or intend to, ever work again. Insisting on being a stay-at-home mom while children are in high school is ridiculous, and they are years beyond graduation at this point. Funny how their father is off the hook for support now, but you are still paying through the nose to support his kids.